So lately, I've been thinking a lot, and I've been thinking a lot largely about my day job. The reason why I've been thinking a lot about that is because I intend to quit. And my reason for quitting and my justification for quitting is largely because I've come to the realization that there are vehicles to wealth, truly. And in regards to my day job, and with my chances, I believe success is largely like, of course, there are principles that guide success, and there are mysteries that bring about this. And I believe success is predictable in a way. I believe also in faith, and so largely God is the ultimate way. He said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." So God is largely the way. He's the only one that can give you success that comes with like peace and harmony and all those things. I want to be wealthy. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I want to be wealthy, and I don't want to be wealthy for being wealthy sake, but I want to be wealthy because of the opportunity and the freedom that wealth affords will afford me. I believe there are three phases of wealth. That is what we define as wealth, like wealth in terms of health, wealth in terms of relationships, and wealth in terms of money. I believe one phase of it affects almost all of the other phases of wealth. You get me? So there are some people, they are wealthy with regards to health, like I am, for instance, and the others that are, they have all the money in the world, but they will give up all of it just so they could have their health back. So your true wealth, I believe in a way, is largely your health, because your health can like control almost everything that you do. So these people will pay any amount just so they could get what I have, that is the good health that I have. So if you're wealthy with regards to these, and there are folks that also have relationships, that they have good family members that genuinely love them, and they have good friends, like good great support system that really love them, but then the other component is missing. I believe that there is also one component that kind of like affects all of them. Genuinely, it affects all of them, and that is the money part. Because if you don't have money, and perhaps you get sick and you go to the hospital and you're told to pay somewhere around $2.5 million for a heart transplant, and you don't have the money to pay, obviously, regardless of the support system that you have, regardless of perhaps they are not that many, your family isn't as successful as other folks are, you are really, really, really going to suffer. So I want to be wealthy, and I want to quit my job because I've come to the realization that my job isn't the right vehicle to take me to wealth. Genuinely, let's be frank. I only have 24 hours in a day to use. That's my currency. And with that 24 hours, I only get to trade like 8 hours or 12 hours for work. And with these 8 hours or 12 hours, my income is like cap. No matter what I do, no matter the inputs that I put in, I'm working at a restaurant, no matter the efforts that I put in each and every single day, there's no way that my income will jump like 50%. And my income is not directly correlated to the kind of work that I do. There are folks here, they are very lazy. Some of my co-workers are really, really lazy. And so some of us work really harder than them, but at the end of the month, we get paid the same amount. And my income is not directly correlated to my efforts. I'm only trading my time for money. I realize there are vehicles to wealth, and one of the vehicles to wealth probably is the internet. It's not even like probably is the internet. The internet has made more millionaires in the past 10 years or 20 years, half century or what have you, than almost any other industry. The internet, there are vehicles, there are people that get wealthy through real estate, there are people that get wealthy through other means, like non-sexy jobs, like maybe perhaps like drilling, plumbing. There are people that get wealthy, that is in case if they own equity, and then they have that plumbing business and they've scaled it to hundreds and hundreds of locations around the globe. So I realized that my job isn't going to afford me the luxury to do that, and I intend to quit. And my justification is largely because this is not a vehicle that will take, no matter how much I work, no matter how many hours I put in, because my income is largely tied to the amounts of hours that I put in. And when I'm sick, no income. When I get sick, no income. When I don't show up for work, no income. So I'm thinking, because I've been thinking hard about this. I need to find another vehicle, perhaps be in the tech industry. Like I intend to learn AI, artificial intelligence, software engineering, and then also content creation. These are skills. I believe that the most successful folks are people that have these skills. Like they have leadership skills. Some of them they have highly specialized like technical skills that commands a lot of premium, like a lot of money in regards to the marketplace. And with what I'm doing, I'm easily replaceable. Like today, if I don't show up for work and I say I quit, tomorrow they find another one, and they decide like I'm not in control of my income. No matter how many efforts I put in, they'll still pay me the amounts that I'm taking, and I'm easily disposable, like very, very easily disposable. So I intend to quit, and I will most definitely quit, and to be in a better vehicle. I've been learning about leverage a lot. I've read Naval Ravikant's book on leverage. I mean, the almanac of Naval Ravikant. I'm into tech, so I believe tech is a very potent vehicle to work than not my 9 to 5 working at a restaurant. It's not going to afford me the opportunity to even have a chance at making like real money. So if you're working in these menial jobs and these cleaning jobs and these jobs that pay less, just get the skills, get the right skills, and then eventually if you get the skills, then you should consider the fact that there are vehicles to wealth, and you should put it inside your head that the current vehicle you own, the current path that you own, there is no way. I don't know about you, but for me, working these menial jobs, there's no way. No matter how many, there's no chance. There's no chance in heaven that I will be wealthy with this vehicle. So I need to transition into another vehicle, and that's why I'm going to learn a high income skill like AI, how to build AI chatbot, and be in the AI space and software engineering space, and being in the tech space. Probably going to cyber security along the line, and get the high income skills basically, because it's the skills that truly pay the bills. Formal education will only make you a living, as is said by Jim Rohn, and self-education will make you a fortune. You suppose Jim Rohn is saying, Jim Rohn also said that you are supposed to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. So primarily I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to quit my job and bet on myself, because it's very risky. I'm here, the company makes like roughly a day like 30, how many? Sometimes they make like 80,000 a day, and an entire month I'm giving like 1k every single day. They make these like huge figures, sometimes 180,000k, like consistently every single day for like an entire month. I know probably it's an ignorant statement, because I'm not worth that much. Obviously I can't complain, I'm not worth that much, and I've realized that this is a vehicle that wouldn't take me to where I intend to be. So I'm going to quit and bet on myself. I believe the greatest risks, as Mark Zuckerberg said, that the greatest risks that you could ever take is to not take any risk. So I'm going to risk this. It's very risky, so I'm going to risk this and bet on myself largely, and see what will come out of this. Probably at the far end there are better opportunities and better vehicle, like better leverage in regards to my efforts and anything. So I'm quitting.